Today, I want to talk to you about the effects of quitting smoking on your body. Many friends smoke these days, men, women, young, and old. I used to smoke too, both cigarettes and e-cigarettes. Looking back now, I did it purely for fun. So why didn't I keep smoking? The biggest reason I stopped was because it irritated my throat. But today, I want you to understand that smoking isn't just about throat irritation. Smoking is closely linked to many serious diseases. If you keep smoking, it will keep destroying your health. Let's start by looking at a public service announcement from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control 5 years ago. There was a woman named Christine who used to smoke. Because of oral cancer caused by smoking, she had surgery to remove the cancerous tissue. To fix the missing part of her mouth, doctors took bone and skin from other parts of her body. But as you can see, even after all that, half of her face is still gone. Then there's a woman named Terry. She was a smoker when she was younger. Smoking ruined her throat, her teeth, her hair, and her appearance. Now, every morning she has to put on dentures, wear a wig, and use a small plastic plug to cover the hole in her throat. The smoke you inhale contains over 7,000 toxic chemicals. They enter through your mouth and lungs, spread throughout your body, and affect every single organ. If you quit early enough, some or even all of the damage can be reversed. Your body has an incredible ability to heal itself. Now, let's break down exactly how smoking affects every system in your body. First, the respiratory system. When we talk about breathing, the most important organ is the lungs. We inhale air, and inside the lungs, oxygen from the air is exchanged with carbon dioxide from the blood. This happens in tiny air sacs called alveoli, the smallest working units of the lungs. Once these are damaged, lung function is severely affected. Smoking causes inflammation in the airways, making them narrower and harder for air to pass through. It also destroys alveoli, reducing their ability to deliver oxygen to red blood cells. When the damage reaches a certain point, you'll feel chest tightness, shortness of breath, and struggle with physical activity. You'll also have a harder time fighting off infections. If inflammation leads to infection, thick mucus builds up, further blocking your lungs. That's why smoking is a leading cause of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. If you've smoked for decades, you probably know exactly how this feels. And if that's not enough to convince you, just look at the difference between a smoker's lung and a healthy lung. A smoker's lung is dark gray, clogged with tar and toxins, stiff, and holds less air. A healthy lung is pink, elastic, and expands easily. The good news, once you quit, your lungs start repairing themselves within days. Your lung capacity improves, and breathing gets easier. You might cough more at first, that is your lungs cleaning themselves out. But if the coughing is too much, see a doctor. Since the respiratory and circulatory systems are closely connected, smoking damages not just your lungs, but also your heart and blood vessels. Smoking triggers inflammation, which, as I explained in my last video, plays a big role in blood clots and atherosclerosis. In other words, smokers are much more likely to develop clots and plaque in their arteries, which can block blood flow, especially in the coronary arteries that feed the heart. This raises the risk of heart disease. On top of that, toxins in smoke damage blood vessels, raise blood pressure, and disrupt the heart's electrical signals, leading to irregular heartbeats. If you smoke, drink, and eat a high-sugar diet, your risk of heart attack and stroke doubles. Even if you don't smoke, but live with someone who does, secondhand smoke still harms your heart and blood vessels. The good news, 1 year after quitting, your heart disease risk drops by half. But to match a non-smoker's risk, you'll need to stay smoke-free for 14 years. Third, smoking weakens your immune system, making it harder to fight off infections. It also disrupts immune balance, increasing the risk of autoimmune diseases like lupus, inflammatory bowel disease, and rheumatoid arthritis. Fourth, smoking harms reproductive health. For men, it lowers sperm count, motility, and quality. It also damages blood vessels, reducing blood flow and increasing erectile dysfunction risk. Smokers also have a higher chance of testicular cancer. For women, smoking can damage egg quality, hurt ovarian function, cause irregular ovulation, and raise the risk of infertility and miscarriage. Long-term smoking speeds up menopause, leading to osteoporosis and muscle loss. Female smokers also face higher risks of cervical and breast cancer. Fifth, smoking affects the kidneys both directly and indirectly. Indirectly, it harms the heart and blood vessels, which are crucial for kidney function. Poor blood flow or high pressure damages the tiny filters in your kidneys, impairing their ability to remove toxins. Damaged kidneys then worsen blood pressure and heart health. Directly, smoking increases the risk of kidney inflammation, kidney stones, and kidney cancer. I know some people think, well, smoking doesn't guarantee these problems. But do you really want to gamble with your health? If you want to live better, pay attention to the small choices you make every day. Sixth, smoking damages the nervous system. If you have kids, especially under 5, secondhand or even third-hand smoke from clothes can harm their brain development, leading to attention and learning problems. Do you want your child to struggle in school? For adult smokers, nicotine may give short-term pleasure, but it rewires your brain's dopamine system, leading to addiction. Over time, this reduces dopamine receptors, causing memory loss, poor focus, and cognitive decline. It's like slow-motion drug abuse. Smoking also raises the risk of Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, sciatica, and multiple sclerosis. Seventh, smoking ages your skin. It breaks down collagen, reduces elasticity, and starves skin of nutrients, causing wrinkles, dryness, and discoloration. If you want to look older fast, smoking will do it. It also worsens skin conditions like psoriasis, eczema, and acne. And for those worried about hair loss, since skin is the soil for hair, poor skin health means weaker hair roots. I won't say smoking causes baldness, but it sure doesn't help. If you're having surgery, doctors will tell you to quit smoking beforehand because it slows healing, raises infection risks, and causes worse scarring. As for oral health, smoking stains teeth, causes bad breath, and as you've seen, can lead to cancer. If you want fresh breath, white teeth, and a long, healthy life, don't smoke. If you really can't quit, at least follow this rule. Never harm others with your smoke. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends and family. Thanks a bunch.